Okay, I'm gonna start emptying my truck or my van. You can see how the water's just draining like crazy here. It's like a river flowing. It's all my garage is soaking wet. You can see the water. I'm gonna have to, like I say, get that drain tile put in there soon. Divert the water. It's just raining like crazy. Okay, today I gotta process some material. Hopefully it's not too windy. This is my scrap pile so far and whatever's in the van. I'm taking load in Monday, so hopefully I got a truckload. I'll be happy. Okay. These little adapters I already split some of the wire here. You can see how much I already got here. And then whatever I can salvage out of this without spending too much time, I'm gonna do that. Okay, stay tuned. Now, if you look close enough, there's always always some extra aluminum here and there, or something that you could gain a little more extra cash. Right there, extrusion right there. Nice piece there. So I'm gonna work on getting this mortar out. I might pull it out from here. I'm thinking I got the main mortar part. Already cut all the easy wire off. Just gotta find the right tools that do the job. What's this one here? No. Let's see. Pull this off here. But you know, any little extra you can get, it's better. Even here's a nice little piece of brass right there too, sitting there. So I'm sure I tested this here, but I'm just gonna double check it to make sure it's copper, because that's copper. So I have to take off the Torx ones now. I thought I would get it from there, but some you can and some you can't, right? Just whatever happens, happens. It's good to get these Torx screwdrivers, because when you get these really tight bolts, the drill might not work. I mean, these aren't that tight, but some things are really tight, especially in the hard drives and other components are torqued, I think, so that they don't come loose over time. It's not. See if I can bang it down. I'm hoping I can just take this apart, but I think it's another bolt reversed. Need to get a pry bar. But I'm gonna probably start to strip those better, because this way I get less stuff to do later when I want to just speed through these things. You can't find a crowbar there. Kind of fell the wrong way, but anyways, open the door and grab it out. That's a really big mortar, bigger than normal. That mortar, you don't see mortar that big. Okay, deal with it later. Okay, but on this side, like I say, it has the other side, if I can get to it. So I just don't have the right angle. No, not the right angle. Let me just smash it off. Hold a second. Okay. Got all the bolts out. Cast aluminum here, a piece. But I'll tell you, it's just nothing wants to cooperate here. I have to basically disintegrate it, smash it apart. I'm hoping if I take that little piece off, I can just unscrew this, pull the shaft off, and I can get the rest aluminum housing there for cast. Doesn't seem like it's going. Unless it's really long. Yeah, it's coming slowly. See if I can. Knocked it off, but something else here maybe holding. Well, it's coming. Just everything's so compressed on there and so rotted. Washers and Okay. There it is. Huh, not even. It's got a little cotter pin in here. It's a different kind of pin. Release it somehow. Cotter pin's off. Bearing doesn't want to go, no. Oh well, won't come out, but I got the cast out, which is good. The cast in this pile, clean. You know, the bearing didn't want to budge. Just could be seized, maybe, who knows. Pressed on also, right? Okay, I got the majority off. So now I got a nice chunk of copper, very heavy. Everything's heavy, right? But it's a good chunk of copper to start with anyways. So I'm trying to process my mortars down to this every time. Then I won't have a bunch of garbage here. You know, I got a lot of mortars here, but they need to be processed. Let me open this one here. I'll show you the inside of this mortar here. Instead of a washing machine too. Different style. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, finally got the screws out. Bolts, screws, nuts. I have a cotter pin on this one also. Basically same routine. Most your weight is this. Let's go copper. So basically same, just smaller. Probably worth, this should be worth it. So I'm gonna try to process them like all those ones. And then these ones too, see how they're ready to be processed. You just cut one side down with a saw and pry everything up. You can hold them to a vise or whatever, pry it up. You got some number 2 copper. Okay, I'm gonna continue here. If anything else I'll show you, Okay. Oh, by the way, this is a stainless steel too. This came out of the sink, I mean the dishwasher assembly, stainless steel. And then also, here's a little coil here. Might be copper, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks like copper. Okay, stay tuned. Stripping stove. I can't believe how much wire is in the older stoves. It's amazing. And it's a thicker gauge too. It's amazing how much wire comes out of a stove. So I sold my wire the other day. Look how much I got already. So you gotta save your wire. Oops, there's a light bulb in there. Transformer down there. Take the transformer after. It's up the wire, I'll tell you. And I keep, like I say, I keep all the number 1 kind of wire out. Separate that. Put the socket in here. Wire there. Here's my number 1 kind of wire. Just gotta strip it. That's my number 2 insulated. And then when I'm here, I just have to lower these switches out, pull one side out. Some are good and some are not that good, but just don't know until you just pull it apart. It's a little bit tougher, this one, for some reason. And then on these knobs, I got aluminum. These are clean aluminum because they got rivets, and the rivets are clean. Sometimes you have screws in there. These ones are gonna be good. Just pop them off like that. A little extra scrap there. And then you have a little motor here. Little brass connections here. It depends how much time you want to spend, right? Like I don't want to spend too much time, because some of the stuff is just not really worth it. Because the problem is, you know, you can stockpile stuff and you just sit on it, right? And then it just, you can do other stuff that's more productive, if you know what I mean, right? tough one here. It's got a screw in there. The contacts are really small here. Nothing worth taking that one out. I'll pull the transformer out. Transformer. And then I'll pull this motor off just because I'm here, right? Otherwise it's not really worth, otherwise just going for it. This is stored in your transformer buckets. I wouldn't clean it, it's not worth it. The amount of copper is going to be in there is so little. Probably won't even have an ounce in there. And you know, it could also not be copper. It's hard to tell with that one. It's colored. Let's take this off right now. But anyways, like I say, whatever your time is, right? Okay, so this is all stripped here. I'm gonna take these valves off now. On hot water tank. I still have wire. I'm gonna flip this up here. There's a wire sticking out here, a little bit of wire. I'll cut that out on both sides. They go from here onto the elements. Okay. But I'll take this off and these two probably. Okay, strip some of this stuff off here. If you look at it, it looks like almost like a bottle dispenser. Like the bottle may have sat in here, like it probably sat up there, I would think. I'm not sure, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 motors sitting on it, and a bunch of wiring and harnesses and all that. So I'm going to strip the wire, pull the motors off it. I'm thinking of dispenser, bottle dispenser. Anybody have any thoughts on that? This came together, I'm thinking. That's a huge compressor top. So, you know, I'm assuming it came together because it was in the same pile. But no other, nothing else was with it besides these items here. Nice wire harness, look at that. Take this off here. Screw. It rained so hard earlier, unbelievable. And now it's like I say, it stopped. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. I'm hoping. That's what we're saying, but we'll see. Determine how I can take the motors off without less work. I'm thinking maybe these coming off here, and the motor might pop right out. That's all I really want is these off here. Rest can stay. You just get a flat screwdriver. Pretty tight. I'm thinking bottle dispenser because look how it has the handles. We're talking about the large bottles. Probably you guys don't remember them, but they were like 12-ounce bottles back then. Like Coca-Colas were like long. Old timers know, but young kids won't know. We're talking 70s stuff, right? Yeah, this one's a reversed one. The motor sits from the other side. So I kind of have to spend a little time on this, but it might not be worth it. If I can get something, can't get nothing in there because it's disappointing, too bad. Actually, this might release it here. That was part of it, and I think this will release it, judging by what I see. that's the case, that'd be nice. Seems to be long enough. Like it's endless. If you want brass, you want different metals. I mean, it's so there it is, beautiful. Popped right out. So here's your mortar. Throw in the bucket. Color is just it's probably copper. I'll see, I'll throw in the bucket for now, but okay, it does come off, which is nice. I'll pop them off, throw in a bucket. The rest will go in the shred. Okay, a few more feed horns I found. I'm gonna just bash them apart. Basically that. It's important to get this thing off too. I'm wearing glasses, so you have to protect your eyes. Stuff, small piece fly. Bit of a pain. These are the double ones. How they're double, they feed into single. So there's a little bit of waste. Just gotta pound them like that. Some are a lot harder, some are easier. I couldn't show you yesterday. Well, I stripped already, but I was doing this on my kitchen table, so I didn't have much room, and I want to do something while I'm watching videos and doing stuff. This one has got actual metal band on the edge of it there. On this side here is a metal band. Break. I don't really care about the feed horns much. I'm more interested in the board itself, so I'm a little bit destructive with the way I'm doing it, but sometimes you gotta do what it takes, right? See, I already cracked the seal. Once you dent it, I'll show you in a second. Plus the stuff over time gets brittle in the sun. UV rays break it down, so after so many years, not that good anyways. Starts to disintegrate. What kind of system this is? It's a pretty strange looking one, this one. Doesn't want to break. Cap off. Somebody have to get a screwdriver in there. It's just too wide, so wiry. It's just totally wiry. There it is. Some more here. Okay, so this one, as you can see, no screws, nothing. This water got in it already, this one. It's been damaged. Okay, but just have to get started. Let me just get a proper screwdriver. I don't want to mangle it all up too much. Okay. Some of those backs are aluminum, some are actual steel. See how it pops out? Pop them off now. That's a screwed in there. See guys, that's how you do it. It's got a silica pad or something. Some kind of pad here. 2-way tape. It's aluminum. That's why I couldn't show it yesterday, so I'm showing it today. This is a point. Tool that has a point. Aluminum so far. See the other one here. Ooh. That would hurt like hell if I got that in my hand. Harder because of steel. Feels like aluminum. Yeah, that's a pretty bizarre one, that little small one there. Okay. That's a nice gold one, so just don't know what you're getting until you start popping it open. Which is too bad. It's full of water. Okay. All ready to be taken apart. It's all my garbage. There's a fair amount of garbage. Like any kind of waste. Garbage builds up. Okay. Let's see what else I can show you. Okay, I'm popping some more TVs apart. I did one already. It was partial TV. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Not a lot in these TVs. Don't leave any metal on this plastic. If I have to pay to dump it, right? It's pointless. Wires really shaping up big time, which is nice. So basically that's your scrap, garbage. And here's your boards. I hate these things here. Little things on the end here. The pliers over here. This is what's holding us. This two little nuts. Okay, so basically, if somehow it timed out and shut off my GoPro, but this is actually how I take it apart. There's a couple of screws on the end here. This will release the back circuit board. It's really good salvage. These TVs, if you haven't took any apart for salvage, they're pretty good. Here's my wire there. Thread. Here's the board I want right here. But not that great. More flashed on than real actual gold. See, that's what I mean. That's a flashed on. It's not that good for plating. You can't even feel it basically. But here's your main board anyways, regardless. There's a few IC chips here, not a lot. But I still have all this for salvage, for scrap. You know, it's like at least 5 pounds of scrap. Okay, let's move on to the next one. He's dropped me off a bunch of computers. He owns a bunch of FIDO stores. He's got computers that just sitting there, old computers. No RAM, no disk, you know, stuff's been taken apart. You know, so, but anyways, here it is. I got a whole crap load. Dells and a couple printers and I would say about 15-20 computers. I thought he gave me a couple better ones last time that were still good. These look more like they've been hacked a little bit, but they still got the board. So tomorrow I'm gonna take these apart. It's all my scrap just to clean my yard up. But it's got a couple cards in here. Still got the motherboard. It says CPU. What's in this one here? Yeah. See what's in here. Yeah, it's just got your standard chip in there, but it's good. I'm happy about that. Gratefully, I'm happy to get that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would say probably close to 20 computers here, just like that. Bang. He's been promising these for a while for me, and we never got together. And then finally, he's trying to make room. He's got more computers. He gives some to Africa and Nigeria. Some of the hard drives at work he's giving to. He has a friend that's a doctor. He told me. That's fine. Whatever the people can use. I just told him just be careful with his data on his hard drives, because it doesn't matter what country you're in. You know, you still could be hacked big time. You know, your data could be still taken off the hard drive. So most hackers don't live in the country. They're out of the country hacking you, right? Okay, so I should have a bunch of boards. Looks like they're look like the cheaper Chinese ones, but that's okay. There is some Dells in here, the compact Dells and so on. I took these feed horns. I'm going to strip them tonight, and then my feed horns will be done. I still have about 8 more TVs I want to strip tomorrow, and strip all this tomorrow. I need to make a load for Monday. That's my mission, is to clean the yard a little bit and fill my truck up for Monday. So I got a little bit of pocket money for New Year's. But these are cute little computers. There must be older ones. The RAM was taken out on some. But he's gonna give me more, because now he understands what I'm doing with these. And like he says, there is gold in these, but like you need a lot of computers to make gold. Okay, I'm happy about that. You know, it's very tough to find computers in general. They don't come up too often, and everything's going to recycle center, and you can't get nothing from them. They're getting old school ones, they're getting Macs, they're getting everything you think of. But they're more worried about they can't give you nothing because they get paid for each computer as a whole, and they're worried about the data that might be on there. So he told me they can't give you nothing or take anything out of there because the data is, when people give a computer, they may not wipe the computers properly. But I don't trust those recycle centers, because what they're really doing is they're separating materials like laptops with laptops, computers with computers, modems with modems, and all they're doing is they're selling it to third world countries, whoever buys it for the highest bid. So that means if you have a computer, your sensitive data is still going to be hacked regardless of you being here or not being here. So my advice is, like, say, when I do a pickup, I tell people I do hard drive destruction. I'll take the hard drive apart and I'll damage the platter in front of them on purpose so that they can see that it's being destroyed. Or I'll just give them the platter, because the platter is their sensitive data regardless. Okay, some guys put I could drill a hole through there if I really want to. That would probably be the easiest, the fastest way, but some people get skeptical and they're still worried, you know. But regardless, happy to get this pickup here. Nice to get computers. He's got a lot more. I mean, he's got cell phones like you wouldn't believe. But I told him I want all cell phones, but I think what he's doing is some are going to third world countries that are still usable, I would think. But eventually, the ones that are obsolete, not workable, or broken, you know, I'll be able to get more. Okay, a stair climber here, or a treadmill. I just found a hot water tank on the side of the road. So, we get some scrapping tonight. Thought I was going to not scrap anymore. But it looks like people throwing stuff out last minute. Even got, even threw some copper out. A couple pieces of copper I got. See that? Copper. This is like a heater of some sort. I'll throw this one that way. I'll throw a treadmill in. There's a microwave next to it. Can't believe it. These big weights here I can't deal with. Let's see if I can slide her in, but I'm not too far. A busy road here, gotta watch my back. Huh. I'm gonna have to drive like that. I'll have to go a couple blocks down the road. See, as soon as I take my sawzall out, it haunts me. Okay, another piece of metal here. Okay. Metal box. Propane tank, or not propane tank, but helium tank. And that so far. Just doing a few spins here and there, and hopefully something will pop up. But it's a couple of quick hits at the start, but slow down here, so I'm gonna continue a little bit more, and then we're gonna call it night. Okay, got a chair. Doesn't fold or nothing, spent. Don't have much of a load anyways, don't matter right now. Okay, bike's on the road. Missing wheels. It's obviously gonna be garbage. Too bad. see some cans right here. Might as well take them. Otherwise, this looks like litter. Give my cans to the wife anyways, so she gets them. Okay. I saw flat screen TV here. A computer monitor. Computer monitor here. It's a little widescreen. Little Acer. And there's something across the street there. I think it's a fridge. I have to double check. Right on this side here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, the middle filing cabinet. It's a little scrap life. Just gonna do a little shuffle here. Okay. A little closer. What's this one? No, we're nothing. Okay. These are all pretty heavy chair. A heavy frame chair. Vacuum side of the road, it's got the cord. Appliance side of the road. It's broken inside. Hey Kingdom, this is for you. 9:30 at night, 24/7. That's what it takes. 24/7. This is my last pickup here because I gotta do this. I put my video on, so it's my last pickup. Unless I find something in the corner somewhere. Oh, it's got could have a nice copper mortar maybe. It's actually kind of a nice one. So check that later. Okay. It's easy to cut the wire too. 24/7. So the road looks like it's been round. Perfect. Going my nighttime rig. I got the two flashlights either side. Gets me both angles and then kind of in the center. Before it used to be just one angle and you get the darkness that way. Now it's complete. Just wanted to share that with you. It's a bit of a pain, but hey, to get better quality video, it's well worth it. Okay guys, just wanted to share that with you.